Okay, guys, this is at AVS, the one that I asked a question about, uh, on why this is from an air-conditioned car. I know there was probably a lot of cars that maybe had something the same or similar. I don't know, but there was all kinds of parts changed over the decades. But what they did was, I guess it was back late 68, 69, or whatever year it was. What they did was they added this little thing right here. It's a bimetal, and if the car had air conditioning when it sat idling for quite a while, what would happen is this flap would come up. Let's see if I can get it. This would lift up, and what it actually did was it would lean the carburetor out a little bit. It was kind of like making its own vacuum leak. It would keep it from running and idling too rich in the hot summertime with the AC on. This carburetor, I don't know if any of you guys remember that video that I made about the transmission, the rusty transmission, but this sat in that same cellar with that transmission and a 340 that I bought years ago. And it's really amazing that this, if you look inside of these bowls, that's from the old gasoline that was real gasoline. I was able to loosen these jets up like nothing. They came loose like nothing, because it doesn't have all of that corrosion inside. I mean, this funk that's in here is just old residue, just dirt and old gasoline dried up. It's not like now, the way that with this gasoline, the way that it holds so much, it draws moisture from the air like brake fluid, and it just really makes a mess out of the carburetors. Another thing with these carburetors, these AVS, old AVSs, I don't know about the new ones, I never had one, can't afford one, but the top of the step-up springs, if you notice the cover, how it's raised, you can't use the new style AVS or the AFB metering rods in these with this cover. You have to get flat covers, because these metering rods are longer and they have 3 steps in them versus the 2 steps that the Edelbrocks have. And these are, this is going to be a really good carburetor when I get it all cleaned up and running again. I'll put this right on my 360. But yeah, I started pulling apart. I'm going to try to get to rebuilding it here and there. I got to get I think I need a different kit for this. And I know Mike's carburetor parts. He's fantastic. He's the go-to guy for carburetors. He's got a YouTube channel and he has a website. He sells parts for all these old carburetors: 1 barrels, 2 barrels, 3 barrels, 4 barrels, whatever you got. And he's the go-to guy. I haven't talked to him about anything yet, but I'm going to see if he has a kit that I need for this and any other parts I might need as I go along. This is like basically it's just carbon and stuff in here. It just needs a really good cleaning, a really good deep cleaning. And I'll probably have to soak it in a bucket of carburetor cleaner for a little bit. I got to check these all these. I sprayed through the secondary jets and everything is clear in there, but I have to get the these emulsion tubes in the front. I got to get these cleaned out, and these might be a little bit plugged. I'll have to get the wire and carburetor cleaner and the air hose out and clean that. But yeah, the answer to the question is this is the telltale for the air conditioned cars. This is a bimetal strip, and when the car gets to a certain when the air gets to a certain temperature, this opens. This little flap here opens up, and it makes a kind of like a controlled vacuum leak. There's a passage down inside that goes in there, and it lets more air in to lean out the carburetor a little bit. I thought that was a pretty slick idea. But back in the old days, they had real engineers that really knew how to do it right. I'm willing to bet that everything on this carburetor is good. It just needs a good cleaning. Even these, I'm willing to bet here that even these floats are good. So it's just going to be a basic cleaning and rebuild, and I'll let you guys know. Hopefully I'll get some time to do it soon. I just have so many little other things that are kind of in the way, but we'll see what happens. But yep, that's all it is. It's a controlled vacuum leak through the bimetal strip. When it gets hot, it raises this, and it makes a controlled vacuum leak. And that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye now.